Do you love your mom? Do you love your dad? Do you love your brother or sister? No, you don't. But these guys do. So, a while ago, this subreddit called Incest Isn't Wrong came under fire, and it was featured on many popular subreddits. Reddit moderators received reports of grooming and pedophiles using the sub as a safe haven. As a result, Reddit warned the subreddit moderators and set the sub to 18 plus, as well as removing all posts including minors. Which is first crazy to me that it isn't already 18 plus. The sub is called Incest Is Wrong, and it's just like a bunch of people discussing their incestual relationships, I guess, and giving advice to others and encouraging them to get into incestual relationships. But there's a few people who didn't take too kindly to this new rule, right? They didn't want the sub to be 18 plus. They had issues with the new rules introduced by the moderators, and they had some stuff to say. I hate how restrictive haters are making the sub, but given the thankfully brief ban that seemed to take place, I'll take restrictive over non-existent, and I hope others do too, because dead is as bad as non-existent. Reddit needs to listen to multiple sides of the story. Yeah, I don't think that's necessary here. I do just want to point out that the age of consent in many places is not 18. For example, it's 16 where I live. This is not the strong argument that you think it is, my guy. This is wild to me. If this guy isn't grooming someone already, it's just like a matter of time. Is it better than no subreddit if it dies? And I didn't tell you how to behave, merely an observation based on watching this very thing destroy many subreddits due to people quit coming when they have to worry about petty interpretations on the use of someone's words. Like mentioned in one of the comments, the rule is already covered by having the state age. That's probably the best comment feedback in this post actually. This provides no barrier or security. Okay, so this sub was created in 2023. Almost the start of 2024, and yeah, we're new here, so let's just see what questions we might get answered. What is the subreddit for? This subreddit is for support, awareness, education, positivity, and activism on the topic of consensual adult incest or consanguinamory. The fuck is that? Consanguinamory is Shai's term for incestuous relationships, which she says, okay, yeah, I don't know what else it could have been. This is a non-judgmental space where real-life incestuous relationships are taken seriously, treated as a valid form of relationship. We seek to create a safe environment for discussion, where we break down taboos, promote healthy relationships and affirmative consent, fight bigotry and abuse, and advocate for acceptance. This is not a fetish subreddit. We keep it strictly safe for work. This isn't the place for sex stories, See, I feel this is worse, that it's not a fetish subreddit, because they're trying to normalize it, right? And I think that's way worse than just like, because fetish has some inherent sense of like, oh, it's not widely accepted, it's on the fringes of society, and and there's sort of this inherent shame to it. But when you say this, it's like, yeah, this is not something that's gonna be normalized or should be normalized. Okay, why is incest not wrong? Intimate activity between consenting adults doesn't harm anyone and therefore is not wrong. It's that simple. Consensual adult incest has been defended in academic publications, informal essays, video essays, and yeah, I don't care. What about genetic complications? In reality, most incestuous partners do not reproduce, and among those who do, most have healthy children. Inbreeding is very common already, statistically speaking. You've met someone who is inbred and didn't know it. Serious genetic complications are only likely to occur after many repeated generations of inbreeding isolated from the general population. Okay, so they started out saying, oh yeah, we do not reproduce, we do not contribute to genetic complications. And then they're like, oh, but if we did reproduce, you know, it's not that bad. You've probably met someone who is inbred and didn't even know it. And then they go further and they're like, you know, but if we did, it's not gonna be a problem now. It's only after like a lot of generations of that happening. So it's just chill about it. This is wild. What about power dynamics? What about child? Okay, I'm not gonna try and act like I actually thought about it to have opinions about all these, because this was not even where my questioning went to. I think it was just here. Okay, so let's dive into the subreddit and just read some stuff. What do these people talk about? Finally proposed to my sister. My sister and I have only ever been in a relationship with each other, and we started very early. We currently live in another state where people only know us as a couple, but about a week ago I officially proposed to her. And even if we can't go and get legally married, we are gonna have a wedding and invite all of our new friends we just made since we moved. After the wedding, we aren't gonna try to have our first baby. We're just gonna stop trying not to, and I couldn't be more excited. This shit kind of reads like a shit post. Just look at the comments. Congratulations, my brother and I got married a long time ago, and we've been living as a couple. We have friends who know us as a married couple, and we also have a daughter. And and this one asks, just curious, is your daughter normal, or are there any medical problems? Perfectly normal. Okay. Congratulations. Be careful about pictures. What's that about? You might not want to be in a situation in which people who know you as siblings see wedding photos. Oh, okay. So excited and happy. Ah, okay. Asked my brother out for Valentine's. Hello all, I've been a lurker in the sub for quite a while, and it's so refreshing to see a supportive community who views love as love. It's nice to see people open up and let their true feelings out, and it also led to me asking my brother out. See, here's my problem. Do you think this girl would have asked her brother out if she didn't see the subreddit and see all these people saying no, it's normal and you can just do that and it's fine and it's a natural way of being? And there's gonna be kids on here, man. They're gonna be confused and they don't know what's normal and what they're feeling, and they're going through all these changes in their lives. And they see these grown-ass adults who clearly have something wrong. And I'll tell you what I think, right? So, based on my experience of absolutely nothing and no psychology degree, I think this is like some sort of trauma response. Okay? I think that it was probably some sort of abuse when they were children, and it just led to these weird coping mechanisms or habits that they had to adapt to. There was this movie, I'm not sure what it is. I think it's called something. I'm gonna show it up if I find it here. So it's this four siblings, and two of them are like teens, mid-teens, and their parents die, and they don't want CPS to come and get their younger siblings. So they just pretend that their parents are alive in the house, and they stay alone, isolated from everyone, and raise these kids. And that leads to them developing feelings for each other, and they sort of start dating or something like that. They act as their parents. And it's a really dark sort of movie. I watched it a long time ago, and I just can't remember, but I'll put it up here. And I think that's what's happening here. Okay, there has to be something that's causing this, that's triggering these things. And you can't just go around normalizing everything. I've always been attracted to my brother while growing up. I've even fantasized about him as my boyfriend, but never had the courage to confess. Every time he held me lovingly, it sent shivers down my spine. I've always found reasons to sit on his lap and cuddle with him. But I guess he always saw me as his little sister. Last few years have been a little rough for both of us, and we're a little down. My mom, out of the blue as a joke, said if you guys are gonna be sad during Valentine's, you might as well celebrate with each other. My brother laughed on it and went about it, and the thought of celebrating Valentine's Day with him sparked the fire in me. I gathered all courage and made a surprise reservation at a restaurant and asked him out. He was a little confused and thought of it as a friendly date. He agreed to it and dressed so sharp. Yikes. Laughed about it and held hands. I blurted out to him saying how I always wished to kiss him. God damn. He was blank and thought I was pranking. And surprisingly, he responded. It was a beautiful moment, though it only lasted a few seconds. It felt like a lifetime for me. I guess he felt awkward after it, so I decided to give him time and didn't talk about it much till we got home. It's been a few hours since the kiss, and I can't wait to see how it's gonna turn out. All I can say is nothing wrong in expressing your love in a dignified way. So this reads like they're both teens. Like they must be like 14, 15 or something like that. And look at all these grown-ass adults like watching this like it's some fucking rom-com. Good luck rooting for you. This is sweet as fuck. I'm dying from sweetness overload. I really hope things go well between you two. Oh, that sounds like a sweet date. My brother is my husband now, so that's pretty out in the open. Hope it works out. Such a cute story. Look at this one. Why did you stop? You never hit the brakes in a situation like that. If you're lucky enough to get another shot, take it. Is anyone stopping to think what the brother's feeling? Is he even okay with this? Maybe he doesn't have, maybe he's not into this. Why is everyone pushing this girl who doesn't know any better to force the brother who probably doesn't even know any better? My cousin/husband got me pregnant, okay? It's a girl. Hi everyone, thank you for all the amazing love and support. I'm happy to announce that I will be welcoming my sister/daughter. Dude, what the f is Okay, so that's her brother and her husband. Congrats, I'm very happy for you. Didn't they just start the sub off by saying that they don't have kids? Why does it seem like everyone's having kids? I'm a mother, married my son. I'm so grateful for spaces like these. Hi, I-44F. I'm married to my son, 28M. It's not a legal marriage, but we had a private ceremony. Consider ourselves husband and wife together. We have a 5-year-old, a 2-year-old, and I'm currently pregnant with our third. Dude, I don't think anyone's like trying to actively not have children. Everyone is having children. And if I see a bunch of special people in the next 15, 20 years, I'm gonna know where they're from. My very first tattoo, my bro friend was so proud of me. Alright, so if you don't know, this is the logo or emblem for this group, which sort of means that they're in an incest. So if you ever see this in the wild, you know what it means. And here's one for the boys. Bro friend. You can have that. It's boyfriend and brother, but use it for the bros. Reclaim this shit. Here's another. Happily with my mom. My mom 60F and me 25F. Wait, what? Oh, it's a lesbian incest relationship, or happily dating. I realized I've had feelings for her and my sister too actually last year, and I was scared to say anything, either for the fear of being disowned. I was so scared I hadn't even noticed my mom and I were subconsciously flirting with each other, and when I finally decided to go and ask for it, go for it, and face the consequences, whatever they may be, my mom reciprocated while my sister did not. Okay, now they have these bunch of rules where it's like, oh, we only encourage 18 plus, and it's always got to be 18 plus. But when you see like a mom of 60 and the daughter of 25, don't you think something had happened before? Don't you think there was some sort of gentle grooming before they were 18? Who turns 18 and then suddenly realize they want to fuck their mom? There has to be something that's been happening. There has to be something in the childhood that's not being addressed, and none of these guys want to talk about it and just make it seem like it's normal, and oh, we only encourage 18 plus people on the site, so that's all well above water. But it's not, because if they're doing something when they're 18, 19, and 20, it didn't start when they just turned 18, 19, and 20. There has to be something that happened way back. So I don't know, that's what I think. I think they're just out here trying to normalize this thing, and they're just trying to turn a blind eye. A lot of these stories just read like there's something, man. There's something that's not on here that they're not getting. The 4 types of incest phobes. Okay. All right, let's see which one I have. The anti-intellectual. Incest is wrong. Why? Why do you mean why? What's wrong with you? It just is. What about consenting adults? I'm not gonna listen to some freak who's literally defending incest. There's no debate. Yeah, that's me. The bigot. Incest is wrong. Why? It's disgusting. What about consent? It doesn't matter. You're not supposed to be banging your own family members. It's fucking gross. What kind of a pervert would even want that? Yeah, this is me too, I guess. Is everything just me? Incest is wrong. Why? Because it's harmful due to the abuse of power dynamics and genetic risks of inbreeding. What about the consenting adults with no power? Yeah, I don't think this is not gonna be my route. I'm not gonna be so like scientific about this shit. The minimizer. Incest is wrong. Why? Because it's harmful due to the abuse of power dynamics. Isn't this the same thing? What about consenting adults? Sure, in a fairy tale fantasy land, but it's not like that. Yeah, okay, I don't know about the power dynamics. I think it's just like, do they just mean like parents and children? The parents can sort of force. If that's true, then yeah. But if I'm gonna deny it, if I'm just gonna be an incest phobe, that's not gonna be my first point of contention. That, oh, but what about the power dynamic? No, it's gonna be like, dude, fuck off. Oh, there's a meme. No, you cannot simply allow gay marriage and trans rights. What will you do next? Make incest legal. Yes, dude. We should have stopped normalizing things after LGBT, right? That should have been the end of it. But now everyone, all these people come out of the woodwork trying to ride on the coattails of this movement, saying that, oh no, we also deserve representation. No, many of you don't, especially you guys. All these guys just coming out saying, oh no, we're a valid thing, so we're gonna join the movement. No, make your own movement and see how that goes. Don't pile on to another movement that's been going on for years and has worked so hard and just like muddy it with all your weird shit. Okay, so it turns out there's a meme page just for incest memes. Is this whole thing apparently, and I found it. Me and him after a day of defending each other from raiders and sib kiss phobics. Don't tread on sibs. Don't tread on us. Don't tread on sibs. Yeah, this isn't tough, man. Trans woman or woman, trans woman or woman, pass it on. Trans woman or woman, pass it on. Fucking your cousin is fine if she's hot, pass it on. Fucking your sister is fine if she's hot, pass it on. Fucking your sibling is fine, pass it on. Dude, this is... Look at this. You can see when they jumped onto the movement. I was just saying this. They just fucking hijacked that shit. Me and my sister when there's no discount for couples. No excuse necessary for sib kissing. Ooh. Happy Father's Day. You'll never run out of milk if you keep it. Oh my god. Okay. So, I'm not exactly sure how to end this video. What's my take? What's my conclusion? Incest is bad. Don't do it. If you stuck with me for this long, I'm sorry. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you again.